Welcome to our live streams. This is where the grown-ups trade. No hype, no flexing, no TikTok guru nonsense. Just focus, discipline, and respect for the craft. Here we trade gold, the oldest store of value on Earth, at the precision scalping level. That's where trading gets real. Where a single tick too early or too late decides everything. It's the hardest style of trading there is. And the highest form, too, because it demands mastery of mind, structure, and emotion. Execution over ego. Reaction over prediction. Can it be the most lucrative? Yes, but only for those who earn it. There are no shortcuts here. You can't fake discipline at 10-second speed. Most gurus out there sell you dreams from their demo accounts. We build traders who can survive the market on their own terms. We don't promise easy wins. We teach you how to build a system that doesn't break when you do. If you're here, you already know what that takes. Courage, grit, gumption, the willingness to get punched in the face by uncertainty and still show up tomorrow with your rules intact. Because precision scalping isn't just a trading style, it's a mirror. It shows you who you are under pressure, and it forces you to get better, not just as a trader, but as a person. The focus you build here, the emotional control, the ability to act without hesitation, those are life skills. They translate everywhere. So welcome to the Barcelona Trader, where we practice the hardest craft in markets and one of the most rewarding in life. Let's get to work.
Welcome. It is January 20th. It is 7:36 p.m. in New York, and we are here to trade the Asia session, trading gold and gold futures, right? Okay, well, let me get just one more thing here set up before we dive into it. Oh, where'd my thing go? Always looking for my thing. Let's see. I need to enter a password. So let's do that. Okay. Here we go. Let me get this. Boom. Okay. And that, my friends, is our MetaTrader. Okay. Well, here we are. We are at all-time highs as we speak. As we speak, we just hit another all-time high for 4,784.06. Hit that here by bumping up against the WR3. It's insane. It's insane. We're not going to be short in the market tonight, I can tell you that. And as we know, this is all due to, well, we all know what it's due to. Let's read the pre-session briefing together. How about that? Let me pull it up. All right, one moment. You know what? I'm going to change the music here a bit. Kind of calm things down. I can figure out how to do that. There we are. Okay, we like to get ourselves kind of in the groove. All right, let me grab the pre-session briefing, and we will go through it together. I need it on there. Okay. Here we go. Put this over here on the 10-second chart. All right. Here's our briefing. I'm going to put it right over here. It's easier for me to read if it's here. Gotta get rid of some of that. And some of that. Okay. Pre-session briefing. All right, I want to tell everyone we're live on YouTube at 7:45. It is 7:39, so we're here a little bit early, but we are going to be opening the Zoom room and having Tono come in here in just a few minutes. So let me get through the briefing here. You honestly can't make this stuff up. We're sitting at 4,783 right now. Fresh all-time highs, not because of interest rates, not because of inflation, but because of a bruised ego. Let me change the camera so I'm actually talking to you while I'm reading this. Oh, goodness. Got my cursor all over the place. Webcam. Here we go. Bang. Okay. Right, that's what we're doing. Okay, let's get rid of this back here. I don't need the control panel back here. I need the chart. Not that chart, this chart. Okay. You honestly can't make this stuff up. We're sitting at 4,760, what did I just say? 4,783. Wow, I've gone up 20 pips even since I wrote this. These are the all-time highs, not because of interest rates or inflation, but because of a bruised ego. If you haven't checked the wires, let me ruin your evening. Reports are confirming that the Greenland escalation isn't just about ice. It's because Trump is allegedly furious he didn't get the Nobel Prize. So naturally, the response is to threaten 10% tariffs on 8 European countries, the Arctic 8, starting February 1st, because nothing says I deserve a peace prize quite like starting a trade war with Scandinavia. And we're literally trading a geopolitical tantrum. These are the most explosive setups because there's no resistance level on the chart for emotional reaction. Also, we're in uncharted territory up here. We've never been this high before. We can't look back at a comparison price or at a comparison time when price was here to see how it behaved. So this is new. We got to be very careful tonight. So here's the game plan for Asia. The Davos waiting room scalp. The setup, the World Economic Forum, is happening right now in Davos. The theme is a spirit of dialogue, which is hilarious considering everyone is deploying troops to nuke Greenland. Not N-U-K-E, nuke, N-U-U-K, the capital of Greenland. The risk. Trump speaks tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Tonight's Asia session is the waiting room. The market is terrified of what he might say on that stage. Expect volatility to compress and then rip. All right? The levels. Precision scalping. As I said, we're in blue sky territory. The air is thin up here at 4,780, 90, wherever we are. Goodness gracious. Ugh. The bias is long. Don't short the market tonight. I don't give financial advice. This is just what the advice I'm taking. You don't want to be short if a headline leaks from Davos dinner that the tariffs are starting now. The floor, 47.50, 47.52. This is the only level that matters right now. If we dip here, you got to buy the wick. I'm buying the wick. I'm buying the wick. No, not financial advice. Okay. The target, 47.75. There's no resistance. Well, we're even above that. We're at 47.85 right now. We're just beyond the WR3. So I don't know what we're doing here. This is incredible. We're trading gold based on a dispute over a Nobel Prize and a giant block of ice. It is the most 2026 thing imaginable. Keep your stops tight. If Trump tweets from the Davos buffet tonight, that 4,750 support isn't really going to save us. You know, it's just going to blow through supports. Okay, I mean, if it comes down, right? It doesn't really have resistances to blow through because there's nothing above this. All right, that's what we're doing. We are going to open the Zoom room now. It's getting to be that time. Okay. go. Now, we're going to get in the groove like I like to do. Right? You know how that goes. Little camera change up on us. Right? Turn off this glaring light. Okay, Google, turn off the credenza lamp. And there we go. And darkness befalls us. Okay, we got 15 minutes before I really like to start to trade. Given the market conditions, if there's a really, if there's some momentum in a specific direction, I might jump on before then. But ideally, I mean, just look over here at the relative strength index. The dollar, 9.9. I'm sorry, the gold, 9.9. The dollar, plus 1.5. I mean, that is significant. Let's take a little trip around the block here, though. Let's see what the dollar is doing. The dollar is going up. And the dollar is going up aggressively right there in the past minute. So I should be sending gold down in the same minute. But is that what's happening? Here's our 1 minute chart. That's not really what's happening. All right, I'm going to put an indicator that I have on my other charts. So bear with me for a moment. We've hit the WR3, and it looks like we are coming down a little bit at this point. But again, who wants to short this market? Oh, is my screen frozen? No. That's the 5 minute chart. Let's see where we are here. Take the indicators off and have a good look around. Oh, come on back over here. Okay. Right above us. Well, we are sitting right on the WR3. Right above that, we have the DR1, and right below us, we have the DM3 in terms of pivots. WR3, we're sitting on top of it. This is the DR1. And the DM3 is running right here. You can barely see it because it's kind of under this little thing, but DR3 right there. So we'll wait and see what happens. Nothing to trade here right now. I don't want to short, but I do see that the dollar is gaining strength. And with the dollar gaining strength and gold staying at its same strength, that would push gold down a bit, wouldn't it? Okay. We're going to 4,800. We go to 4,800. Is war going to break out? We're going to go to 5,000. Ridiculous. Blue sky. Blue sky. Blue sky, Lotus. All right, so on the 1 minute chart, what I see over here is this bear volume right here. So you see we could push through that right now. You know what, I'm going to move my little white box here because we have moved so far from where we started the session that in all reality we're really starting up here. So let's define our range. Range is going to be above that bear volume. Okay, so that is 6 pip range that we're not going to trade. So we have the WR3 right here. And you know what I didn't calculate was the volume. I'm going to do that here really quickly. All right, fixed range volume profile from the end of day yesterday to the end of day. There we go. Yeah, we're bringing everything up from below, that's for sure. Here we go, previous day value area high. Somewhere up here. Right there. Previous day point of control. Right there. Previous day value area low. Right there. Okay. Pretty choppy. Pretty choppy. Back to the 1 minute. Well, we are moving up kind of nicely. After we get through that bear volume, we have the DR1 above that. Right up here. So if we get through here and it wants to keep going up, now of course we don't know how many passive buyers are up there or anything, that could be treacherous territory. But in terms of pivots, we don't really have anything stopping us until we get to that DR1. We have about 2 minutes until that 8 p.m. candle. We ain't going nowhere but up. It's going to dilly-dally around. Okay, 1 minute for 8 o'clock. Look at that. Look at that. That was on a 7:59 candle. No reason for that. No reason for that. Take out stops up top and then come down. Is that what that was about? Little liquidity grab. Look at that. I mean, you can't trade that. I can't trade that. That's just when it does stuff like that, that is a warning sign to me that says, hey, Mike, don't trade here. That is the 8 o'clock candle. Candle being this one. And it wants to come down. It has to break through that WR3. And again, those sell trades right now are for suckers. Dollar's getting weaker. Gold's getting weaker. They're both getting weaker. This is the only direction I trust, but even then. Wanted to clock that move. See how it moved. See what the market's made of tonight. $4,800. All right, we touched it. Touched that 4,800. That is the psychological level. People taking some profit there. People thinking that's a psychological level where others will be taking profit, so that inspires others to take profit. It becomes kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Oh God, that was a dad joke. I don't want this here. Yeah, I'm not going to take it back up into the 800. I want it to get through there. There's also a pivot there. There's a pivot right here. Come on down. That pivot is the DR1. That's right here. Happens to coincide 47.99. So we need price to really, solidly break through that 800 and see how far up we're going to get. That 800 will act as a magnet, so it's going to pull price back to it. I'm not going to get into it until, when, and if things start looking up. Tomorrow at 8:30 a.m., President Trump speaks from Davos. Okay, making some progress above that 800 now. We're at 803. How much further are we going to go from here? And how big is that run going to be? I don't think I want to jump in right now. But maybe I do. I jumped in late, let's be honest. Took 140. And I have a little vertigo. Okay, I'm just debating on whether I'm going to trade anymore. Actually, I have a win. It's kind of what I needed from a psychological perspective. I'm probably going to 818. Question is, do I trust that ride? I don't think I do. Can't tell what the market's doing. I'm trying to play it conservative here. Wow, we are at 8:25. I mean, there's just no stopping this. Ah, damn it. Lost 10. Let me get back in though. There we go. It's just too dicey. I had to do that because I thought it was coming down. That's what I mean by it being just too dicey. What's wrong with 808? Oh, I mean 803s. 808, what's wrong with that account? Yeah, that one should be fine. Where do we go above this? I mean, we're already here at the DR2. We've got the DR3 way up here at 49.08 or so. Can't believe we're going to go that far. Down. What did I do here? I'm doing something wrong. Get me out of there. All right, let's see what we got to do here. Are we going to break back down below the DM4? Or are we going to turn around and shoot up above the DR2? That's the question here. don't think shorts are in the cards tonight. Just doesn't seem like shorts are in the card tonight. Now what I'd like to do, I'd like to see it drop below the DM4, which is if I look at it here on the 1 minute chart, pull it down. This dotted line here is the DM4. Pivot. Now it's either going to stay above that and come up toward this, which is the DR2, or it will come down and give us a little run to the bottom. Either way, trading around this pivot is a little tricky because it draws price back to it like a magnet. You see how that already happened here on top? Just keeps coming back to it. So either way you take the trade, you risk that kind of gravity pulling it back to you. Looks like the direction of travel might be up right now. There's no real momentum behind it, so I don't trust it. Not giving it to me, so. That makes me feel a little bit better. Didn't take that much. It took a bit. Who did not fire here? Being nasty. She's being nasty. Pump you up, stop you out. Pump you up, stop you out. Just not going to take it that close to the pivot. Just too much dicey stuff going on here tonight. I put in 100 into each account. That's not a lot, but for a night like tonight, Who did not fire? Okay, this one did not fire. Everyone else did, and these two did not fire. One of them is Perdia, so I need to find out why. Okay, I am done trading for tonight. That is it. I put in 270 now into each account, and that is all I'm going to do. This is dicey of trading, so I think that's going to be about it for me, YouTube. I didn't even keep score tonight on my scorecard. I'm sorry about that. You saw my trades. Took one loss. The other ones were, and one, I don't know. I clicked the button twice, and I ended up in 2 trades at the same time, and got out. I lost about 120 on that, I think, and then another trade where I lost 10. But all the other trades were positive trades. Overall, I'm up 270 in each of my accounts. So that will do it for me. You can join me tomorrow, 7:30 a.m., bright and early. In the meantime, we will say goodnight. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 7:30.